Where are my best skill sets in terms of pushing Rupert forward? In reality, where Rupert will either be correct or incorrect.
So yeah, way to start the week.
We need users quickly. We're miles away from it. Absolute miles away from it. I think we're missing a bit when it comes to the UX. This is the predicament I'm in, okay?
Yeah, this new update's big. Moby Dick big.
This could honestly be anything. I don't know what planet you're on.
There's loads we can do with Rupert longer term.
Is the right option? No, I don't know. Are you a CTO that is potentially looking to join a, dare I say it, a unicorn?
To the vets this morning. He's not been emailed for a few weeks now, so not properly anyway, so they're just waiting for some test results back. And yeah, he's an old boy now. He's 13 and a half, he's 91 in dog years, or a little bit more longer than that, so yeah, sad. Really sad. So yeah, way to start the week. The reality is I'm probably going to get no f***ing work done today because of this. But sometimes things have to take precedence. So today we'll not have loads of content because I'm looking after this man, the absolute OG. Way to start the week.
I'm back from taking Rupert to the vets. Rubbish way to start on Tuesday or a week, but it is what it is. I'm just chasing Rob, the developers now, to find out when they're going to finish the first sprint of works. I can then QA it and then hopefully get it live this Friday. It's pretty likely to be next week now, although I'm away next week in Spain with some friends playing golf for a few days. So as always, time is not great, but again, you know, it is what it is. This week, I am planning on getting the sprint of work finished, signed off, I'm ready to go. I'm also really wanting to get some feedback from the agencies that are testing Rupert. We've had some this morning from Social Tap, which came up with some really good feedback. But really, I want to get all the marketing live, ready for when this next update goes live, because we've really struggled to convert from free trial to paid junior members of staff. The reason for that is them having to go to their bosses to show the worth and value of using Rupert. The way Rupert is currently built and showing value is based on the quarantine feature, which I think some bosses may turn around to the social media manager or the marketing team and go, well, shouldn't you be doing that anyway? With the new update and being able to show how many sales opportunities there are, how many customer service questions there are, those more junior members of staff will be able to go to their bosses and say, hey, look, we're missing out on 5 sales opportunities a week. Can I have £100 a month for this product? To which they'll go, well, yeah, of course, because we're going to get 20 new opportunities each month, which is worth £100 absolutely. So that's what I'm really hoping to get nailed this week, so then the marketing can go live literally the second the update is ready to go. So that's the plan. We need users quickly. We're coming into the middle of May and we're still not hitting the numbers that I expected to do. We're miles away from it, absolute miles away from it. So yeah, hopefully we can get this new sprint of work done and ready for next week to really go to the moon. Hopefully go to the moon anyway, you never know, do you, at the moment. People who are engaging with this video content are thinking about how they can help, which is absolutely amazing. So anyone that has even thought about how potentially Rupert can go into another business or it can help, I really appreciate it, because yeah, without support, this isn't going to go as quickly or as far as I want it to. I've just had the Sprint version 1 back from developers and it's good. There's a lot of things I've gone back on in terms of changing stuff and tweaking stuff. I think we're missing a bit when it comes to the UX. The developers are doing an amazing job, but I don't think I'm giving them enough direction. So I think we need someone with a background of UX to help us on that. So that is definitely something I'm going to be looking for. I've also just had an update on Rupert, who is unfortunately at the vets on a drip, having fluids until tomorrow when he gets a scan on his kidneys. So yeah, it's not looking good, to be really honest with you. So yeah, it's a bit down in the house this afternoon, this evening. But yeah, from a Rupert platform perspective, it looks really, really good. Just a few tweaks and then we can go live hopefully this week. It's kids sports day this morning, so I've got to take Gunn to school and go to sports day. So I'm doing my LinkedIn live at 1 PM today, not 11. And I've got a call with Guy this morning to discuss the partner program, because someone that we earmarked for the role, Jason, who used to work with us at MIB, he's taken another role, so he's not available. So it's back to the drawing board, but I've had a thought on what potentially my role is opposed to other way of doing it. But I'll go through that in a minute. My daughter had sports morning. She came third in the running race, just in case anybody wanted to know. And actually what I will do is I'll actually show you one. I'll write it down on a piece of paper on my thought process. Obviously, partnership manager no longer moving ahead. Well, the one that we'd earmarked. And where are my best skill sets in terms of pushing Rupert forward, making sure that I'm doing the right things for Rupert today will hold us in good stead in the future. But I'm going to do my LinkedIn Live now. I'll show you a little bit after where my head is at. I'm about to go on with Michael because he keeps hassling me for some photos from when I was away. I don't know what he wants. And what Michael doesn't do is give you much detail, which someone like me is a pain. I like detail, and also because I don't really understand what people want from me.
Let me first of all address these shameful accusations by James. Firstly, the only reason I'm asking for photos from your Lille trip is because you forgot to film anything, so I barely had any footage for the vlog. So I needed some photos to pad out the video so I could do a voiceover about what's been going on without just having a blank screen. Secondly, you don't know what I want because I wasn't on the trip with you. I asked for literally any pictures you had on your trip. I'm not going to say, please send me a photo of you sitting peacefully on a park bench with the sun glistening through the trees while people walk the streets of Lille, because you might not have a photo of that. It lacks detail because I'm not a mind reader. Thirdly, I'm hassling you, aka asking a couple of times, because I need these photos to finish editing the video, and unless I come to your house and steal your phone, I need you to send them to me.
I've got a reputation to maintain.
I'm doing a new intro for the vlog.
What's the laugh for?
No, it's just, I think it'll be entertaining.
Do you want to show me the new intro?
It's not quite finished yet, so I want to wait until it's finished, but I'm just doing the last bit and then it'll be done.
I'm intrigued, Michael, because I did only mention it in passing, so the fact you've gone ahead and done it, I am very impressed with.
My inspiration is like 80s game show.
Oh. I don't know what's more scary, the fact it's going to be like an 80s game show, or the fact that you weren't born in the 80s.
Made a little song for it.
Oh, have you? Oh, you can't do that and then go quiet on me.
It's nearly there.
Okay, good, because I've got to pick one up at 2:30, so you've got an hour. Okay, so I'm going to now explain on the paper where I am at the moment with stuff. This is the predicament I'm in, okay? We've got Rupert at the minute, okay? Now, Rupert version 2 goes live next week, give or take. At the moment, I'm doing a lot of different things. So I'm doing finance, development, and I'm also doing sales and marketing. Right now, my strong point is here in finance and sales and marketing. My strong point isn't development. So that is my Achilles heel. I know how I want Rupert to look and feel, okay? On desktop and also on mobile. Now that is in my head. It's in there. The problem I've got is actually giving the developers a brief from what's in my head is very, very difficult. So that at the moment is where we're failing massively, because when I then brief into the developers, although I'm not doing the development myself, when we do things like QAing and stuff like this, it's not working very well because of my background. The plan was to bring in Jason here to help with sales for agencies with Guy from Function B2B. I've also got Wendy who helps me with finance. This side moving forward should be very little of my time each week, maybe 2 hours a week, which isn't huge amounts of time. I now need to look at, do I look at bringing in a CTO type person who can get what's in my brain to the developers, or alternatively, do I bring in a replacement or bring someone else in to help me with sales and marketing for the agencies? And that's where my predicament is. We've obviously got the team at LRS who are going to be running our social ads, and we've also got my Google man Chris who's going to be doing Google. So from a paid ad perspective, I don't need to get involved because in truth Michael's doing the content and the guys are just running the ads, which is great. Do I keep doing what I'm doing with the developers and sort of winging it, although we've wung it quite well today, or do I focus here, which is the sales and marketing? If I concentrate time on here, I need to bring in a CTO. Or do I bring in a replacement for Jason? I think I've come to the conclusion that I need to bring in a CTO or a fractional CTO that's going to help me get what's in here into the developers, which means I then have pretty much 4 full days a week concentrating on sales and marketing, but not just sales and marketing, really focusing in on getting agencies to use Rupert, look at some of the larger agencies that become big affiliates for us, like So Squared. So this is where I am at the moment. I think actually bringing in the CTO will help development massively, especially with the grant with Innovate at the moment, and it just means I can focus more over here. So that's where my head is at the moment. Although I must be really, really honest and say that these types of plans change on the daily, but I do believe that I need to go back to my biggest strength. My own strength is reaching out to people, not selling, just making people aware of Rupert. You know, the vlog's going really well, this stuff. That's where I am at the moment. And Rupert version 2 is going to be a massive update as to where we are today. Really exciting, but I think bringing in a CTO or fractional CTO is going to be a huge help. Now, it's finding the right one, because I've never employed a CTO before. Who do I choose? And is there anyone that you guys know? You know, if anyone is watching this, are you a CTO that is potentially looking to join a, dare I say it, a unicorn? The question is it the right option? No, I don't know. Michael has sent me a new intro to the vlog. I don't know what this is going to be, but he says it's 80s game show. This could honestly be f***ing anything. Today. I don't know what planet you're on. The f***ing brilliant. Oh, Michael. I think it's got legs. I think it might need a bit of tweaking at the end. That was cheering me up a little bit today. Hello, Michael. Fancy seeing you here. I do really like it. I don't know if I've got any butts. Where did you get the inspiration for this? Just out of curiosity. Because I'm trying to figure out where the mountaintop came from.
Just thinking that's like a visual representation.
Why did you not do any overlay talking on it?
Just thought it just stands alone.
Okay, it does that. I think it's very interesting.
I just started doing it. I was like, this is what the video needs. I did it more for my own amusement than anybody else's.
Well, it's amused me, Michael. It's given me a chuckle. See how we're getting on Friday morning, Friday afternoon, and then make a call then. And even if we start it first thing Monday, maybe we're down to what, 2 o'clock Monday afternoon maybe? Okay, we're nearly there.
Well, alright, we'll keep you updated.
Legend. Cheers guys, cheers Rocco. Just going to run through the prompt playground that Tom created for me, the configuration, because I just want to check that what I've done is correct, because this is in reality where Rupert will either be correct or incorrect when it comes to the comment management in terms of the categorization. The one that I've been testing a lot more and been a lot more scrutinizing is touchstone. So if you go to 107, I've put what the current response is in column F, and then in column G what the new response is, okay? But when you look at the responses, they're very different. Now my concern is that obviously we change this and then touchstone email me going, well, it's less detailed.
I think if it's not giving it as detailed responses as what it was before, we probably need to work on something in the prompt to get back to the level of detail that we were at. But
then my question is, in the current prompt, what are we missing that's not in the new?
This is the tricky thing about how Rupert works, because we are essentially giving a prompt to the AI system to craft a response, and if you want to tweak the response that comes out, you have to then change the prompt you give it, so it can be difficult to adjust. So here's some footage of what James has been talking about with the testing. He's got a big list here of lots of comments from the accounts of our Rupert users. He then is copying them into the test site, run the prompt to see if he likes it, and then fills in if he's happy or not and what category it's placed the comment in. Now, if he finds a comment or comments he doesn't like, they have to tweak the configuration and start again from the start with a new configuration. So here you can see he's on configuration 20. You can imagine how long it's been taking. Rather you than me, James. While James went to check on Rupert, his poorly pooch, me and Nick took over the Fake Marketer podcast, talking all about Royal Kingdom celebrity ads, and we catch up with James later in the evening.
It's Thursday night and Rupert is home, but he's really not well. It's really not looking good, so not the week I wanted. But really good call today with a CTO, Matt, who could be potentially coming on board. Version 2 of Rupert should be finished tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be ready for Monday, so that when I fly to Spain on Tuesday evening, it's all ready to go. And yeah, hopefully there'll be no more issues and it'll all run like clockwork. It won't, but you never know.
First of all, this morning James is spending some more time with the developers, ironing out some problems with the new generated prompts, but we are edging closer to Rupert 2.0 being ready.
I'm about to sign off version 2 from Rupert. So Rupert V2 will be out on hopefully Monday morning now. I'm just going on with Rob to finalise one last piece, but then we're done. We are ready to rock and roll.
Lots of development calls here, but there's lots to check to make sure everything is ready for 2.0. So in this call, James and the developers were looking at amending the UI for different device sizes, as the layout was looking different on some smaller screens like phones or smaller laptops. So the plan at this stage was to deploy the update Monday morning to give time for the code and script to run. Doesn't necessarily work out this way in reality, but you'll have to wait and see for that.
Rupert version 2 Monday morning. Official.
Definitely not official. The update did not go live Monday morning, but as I said, James didn't know that at this point.
It's there, it's ready. Well, it was when I left anyway. Yeah, great news, that's ready and rocking. Big shout out to Rob and Pragmatic and Tom and Rocco, you know, all the hard work they've done. Yeah, this new update's big. Moby Dick big. Very excited to show you all. Rupert the OG is very, very, very unwell. Great end of the week from a development perspective. On a personal level, one of the worst things that can happen to you. Hopefully next video will be a big review. It's Saturday morning. You'll see that I've had a shave. Rubes! He's looking a little bit more sprightly this morning, which is good. And as always, he's eating grass. So I've just been online for a few hours, just checking the staging. Although there's nothing I can do now because I've signed it off, but I just wanted to go for it again. There's loads we can do with Rupert longer term. It's actually very exciting. The new UX looks incredible. And I'm really, really, really keen to hear feedback. Now Monday's gonna be a big day. I'm hoping by like 2 o'clock it'll be on, but we've also implemented Clarity, very much like Hotjar, but it's free, it's Microsoft, and we can track and watch what people are doing when they go online. So for the ones that are using Rupert daily, are mostly active users, I'm really interested to see how they use it, especially with things like the tags and stuff. So yeah, it's really cool actually. So yeah, hopefully Monday goes well, but then I'm off to Spain on Tuesday.
Tune in next week to the vlog to see if and when the Rupert 2.0 update goes live.